What is up guys, you're watching Gator RC and today we're unboxing this. And this is a Bambulab P1S 3D printer. And I already have a Bambulab P1S 3D printer, so this is my second one, just to expand my farm a little bit and get projects done quicker. Ooh, this looks fancy. That was actually easier than I thought. There's also some filaments down there. Included came 3 filaments, green, white and orange, like the Irish flag, which is where I live. Anyway, let's get this thing open. Jeez, there is so much packaging on here. This is where it gets interesting. We've got the AMS in here, which is like the box that goes on top and feeds different colors. So we've somehow got to figure out how to get it out without destroying it. Probably not this way. Let's get all the plastic off the front first. Okay, in here we have another view of the AMS that is stuck inside. Still no idea how to take all of these styrofoam blocks out, especially on the top here. Looks like to take this AMS out from the inside, we have to take out these 2 screws down here. And for that I will be using my little screwdriver from Secure Mall. Link to that will be in the description. I have a video about it. It's really cool for working on these really complex little things. And it should do it no problem. There we go. Now let's hope that the AMS unit will come out. Yup. Ooh. If you're wondering what this little guy is for, basically it just sits on top of the printer and feeds different colors of filaments in. So you don't have to go change them every time. It does it all automatically, which is really cool and saves lots of time. It does also include all of the PTFE tubes that you need to connect your filaments into the printer. And as usual, everything is so secure with these Bambulab printers. There's so many safety things here and all. I'm just really impressed by it. Now we can actually see what the printer looks like inside. So we've got more parts to take out here. We've got this plate, then there's these foam blocks at the bottom, more stuff up here. Gotta take that cardboard off the extruder. And excluding that, I think we're almost done. Now on this plate here, you can see a bunch of arrows pointing to different screws that we need to take out. Let's get them out and see will the plate finally get out as well. Okay, I think that should be all of them. Yup, there we go. And now, there's just a couple more things to take out. In here we have our power cable, which has an American plug. That's not very good. It has some other cables for the AMS unit to connect everything up. Then we've got this, which is, I don't remember, but it's for something. And we've got our screen. Then it looks like there's something under here. Yep, we've got our spare hot end, some of our greases and other stuff that we need to run the printer, and a long Allen key. here's that hot end that I was saying. So this is the bit that actually feeds the filament onto the plate, and this wears down over time, so there's a spare one. Okay, next up we've got to take out these foam blocks from under here, and to do that we need to turn the printer on so that it moves the bed up and we can slide them out. Okay, first boot up. This is where it could go very wrong or very good. Fans turned on, screens turned on. Please read the user's manual carefully. No, I'm not doing that. Let's go next. Okay, now it's asking me to configure it using the QR code, so I'm just going to get back to you when I finish all of this stuff. It is alive! Finally, the calibration has started. I set up the app, now it should be working all fine. Oh yeah, I can take the foam things out. There we go. Now it's ready. I wonder how long this is going to take, but I've got a feeling quite a while. And there we go, it is now ready to print. But there is still a couple things that we need to do, like installing the AMS, connecting all of the cables and putting some filaments in. But let's install this guy first. Now on the back I have all of the cables and the PTFE tubes to install. I probably should check the instructions, but I'm not. I'm a pro, trust me. So let's shove one of these into there. The other side into here. Oh. This into there. And the other side into here. And lastly, let's get this and shove it into there. Beautiful. Then let's turn this guy around. Ugh. Okay, now you have to admit, that does look pretty cool. They are very, very similar, although there are a few differences. On this one, I have the plate on top raised up because there is a light bar inside, so this one has better lighting while this one doesn't. This one also has the thermometer and these 3D printed inserts inside, which that one of course doesn't, and the filaments. But except that, I've got two identical printers, so if my old one breaks, I can use the parts from this to fix this one, or vice versa, so that's pretty cool I think. Anyway, let's get some filaments into here and try and print something for the first time. And there we go, everything is set up, ready to print. Now I have to think of something to actually print on two of them. Okay, I have chosen a print, both of them are going at it. I set this one off a little bit quicker, so I'm guessing it's going to be done first. But again, they are using different filaments, so I'm not really sure. I have to say, this looks so cool though, two printers at once. This is going to make it so much faster to print different RC cars, accessories, different stuff. I mean, I'm just very happy with it. Both of them are printing. Look at that light inside here, I think that looks awesome. While in here, we just have the little standard light on the left. Pretty dark in there. I have a feeling that this one is going faster. This is the new one. It is already doing the first few layers there. Let's look at the older one. Maybe they're about the same. It is really loud though, with two of them working at the same time. But now there is a pretty big question for me. Where the heck am I going to put the second one? The first one was in like a little space I had for it, but this one I have no clue. I really don't know where I'm going to put it. If you are a fan of 3D printing, then you might already recognize what that's going to be. It is a pretty famous little print, perfect for bench line tests. Let's close these up, it is really loud. That is just awesome. I'm gonna go relax and wait until these prints finish. Okay guys, so in the end both printers did great. The prints are pretty much identical, nothing really to say about them. Overall, I'm really happy with this one. There is so much to say about the printer, I would not be able to fit all of it in this video, but there is so many review videos about it, I'm sure you're going to find something great. For now, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to find some new designs to print for my RC cars and RC boats and stuff. But for now, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.